morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV at Fredrick. My name is Callie Say and I'm here at Transwest in Trailer Sales. So for those of you that aren't familiar with us, we're right off I-25, about 30 minutes north of Denver. We're Cimarron and Logan dealers, so if you're looking for a brand new trailer, those are the two options that we carry. If you're looking for something used, take everything from little bumper pulls to big LQs and on trade. Now, one of the things we specialize here at Transwest is custom built trailers. So both of our brands that we carry offer custom built trailers. Now, I build a lot of trailers for customers that really have very specific needs. They are trainers, they've been in the industry for a long time, they just want to build their dream trailer. All people that come to us that want to spec out a custom trailer, we have so many options when you go with a Cimarron. Basically, as long as the engineers sign off on it and the president of Cimarron signs off on it, they will take a look at just about anything. Now, this is a really cool 6-horse slant load trainer's trailer that I've got today. This is actually one that the customer already owns a previous rendition of, so they just updated a few things on it. They changed a few little things, but they were pretty happy with the Cimarron they were already pulling. So let's go ahead and start at the front and check out this really cool 2025 Cimarron Norstar 6-horse gooseneck. So first things first is this nose profile that I want to point out. This is our V nose, and there is, in my opinion, nothing better that pulls than a Cimarron air ride with a V nose. This actually cuts through the wind a lot, gives you increased turn radius because you don't have to worry about getting into the back of your truck. And we've done some studies. You gain about 3 miles more per gallon with a V nose setup compared to a trailer of a similar tapered nose design. I think they look really cool, especially on these 7.1 tall, 7.6 wide versions. I think it just looks like this trailer is going to go fast. We've got a 25K B&W coupler here. This is one that was designed with Cimarron. They've got this low profile style handle here, so it actually gives us an additional lower hole there. So if you've got a hauler truck that you're using and you need to run this stem up a little higher to get it to ride nice and level, it gives you those options. Now, most of our trailers here have a 53-inch gooseneck drop wall. However, on this particular trailer, we've got these massive 17.5 Continentals, and we've got air ride suspension. So we're running on two 8,000-pound Dexter Airflex axles. Now, a Dexter Airflex axle is actually a rubber torsion axle with airbags sitting on top. You have your own little control box right here. It's got an onboard compressor, very simple to operate. It's got a leveling valve in the system to allow it to stop when it's reached proper ride height, so you don't have to worry about putting a certain amount of air in it. It's going to be pretty self-contained and automatic. All you have to do is switch on, put it in the raised position, and it'll kick on, fill those bags to where it wants to sit, and you can roll down the road. And if you load another horse on, you come to a stop, if you go up a hill, there's a good chance your air ride system is going to kick on. There's also a certain amount of bleed off in the system, so it'll kick on periodically to keep it at that ride height that it really wants to sit at. So very simple system to operate. The reasons I love it is such a better ride for your horses. A lot of people will show up to shows a day later if they've got air ride suspension. Their horses arrive well rested and comfortable. It just takes a lot of that vibration and heavy hits, so horses aren't bracing the whole ride. They'll be able to actually relax. We have done videos where cattle actually lay down in air ride trailers. So we know that the technology behind them is really, really good for the animals. However, an air ride trailer pulls a lot better. You're not going to get so much feedback from the trailer to your tow vehicle, and it actually improves the longevity of your trailer itself. Since you don't have as much vibration traveling up through the actual trailer itself, it's kind of stopped by those airbags. It's going to help prevent a lot of the micro fractions that you get on your trailer. So you'll see on a lot of aluminum trailers, they'll weep a little bit at a lot of their weld points, and that's just because those trailers, they're flexing. There's less flex on an air ride trailer because you're not having so much feedback from the road, so they're gonna last a lot longer. So air ride's probably the biggest and best option on this trailer. These beautiful wheels and tires, 17.5 Continentals, you can't go wrong with them. We love them. They're load range J, so they're a nice heavy duty tire. They're paired with these Alcoa wheels, and as long as they don't get scratched, you can always polish them up to this beautiful mirror finish. So really great options as far as running gear on this trailer. It's paired with electric over hydraulic disc brakes, so there's a lot of stopping power on this trailer. Now, that electric over hydraulic disc requires a 12-volt supply from your tow vehicle to operate. So one of the things that this trailer is going to get is it's going to get a red arc system. A red arc system is basically a heavy-duty charge, but it also lets you know if that 12-volt supply is working from your tow vehicle. We found recently that we were doing some testing, and we had a large number of the trucks that we were doing the testing on for this red arc system. Their fuses were blown for their 12-volt supply. That's anytime you hook up to a trailer with a hydraulic jack that overloads the system, it'll pop that fuse, and then you don't have any 12-volt supply running to your vehicle or to your trailer. You need that 12-volt supply for your air ride and for your electric over hydraulic discs. The air ride runs through the battery system, which is right in here, which we've got it on and off here. However, if that battery runs down too low, it's not going to give any more power to that air ride control box, so you won't be able to add air if you need it. This is a lockable box. It's keyed the same as the rest of this trailer, so it's a really nice option as well. But that red arc charging system is something that we've been adding to almost every trailer that has air ride. We found that it is a really great option, and I think it's going to help customers prevent them from having dead batteries moving forward. So we're really excited about that. Last but not least, under here, get your electric over hydraulic jack. This is a must-have on a trailer this size. Nobody wants to crank this nice of a trailer up and down. It's got a manual override, so if for any reason they did have a dead battery, you have the ability to get it on and off of that truck with ease. Alrighty, we're gonna work our way around here. I wanted to point out this wraparound style nose on this V-nose. This is what we do on a lot of our living quarters. It adds some strength, but it also just looks really cool. We like kind of that seamless look that carries that bottom rail all the way up. This over here is a hay room, and this is something that we've been doing for a long time. We love these hay rooms because not everybody wants to climb up and down off the top of their trailer to get hay, and they don't want to tarp it. You know, pods are expensive. It's really easy to have this great storage location down low. This is a 5-foot hay room, and it goes about halfway on the depth of this 7.6 wide trailer. You can throw a lot of bales in this one. There is a little roof vent up top, so we can get some airflow moving through there. Right up here, we've got these big drop-down windows on the head side. You'll notice that there is no escape door on this one, and that lack of escape door allows us to have this massive manger underneath. This one is actually the only manger that has a wall between the rest of the mangers, so if they want to keep things in here separate from the rest of their mangers, they've got a separate storage area there. That was a customer request. It's just one of the examples of the custom options you can do on a Cimarron. Because of the length of this trailer, we're able to do 2 additional big manger feed doors and then 3 smaller ones. You can see that one goes all the way through. Gets lots and lots of storage space on this. That is one of the great things about these mangers. They're 18 inches deep, so you still have plenty of room for those horses on the inside, but it gives you a massive amount of storage on the underside. Center turn signal light. So this is an indicator light. We've been adding it to anything over 24 feet on our lots here, but a lot of our customers have been doing them as well. It's just another light so that if somebody's next to you, they can't see your truck, they can't see the back of your trailer, they know if you're trying to turn, if you've got your brakes on. This acts as another marker light, so it's just nice to have another indicator for when you're traveling. These huge drop-down windows have jail bars on them. They're very simple to operate. You don't have any moving parts on those. They're simply mechanical. So these jail bars, if you want to take them out, you just get to that opening point. If you want to run with your windows open, they latch nice and securely against the side of your trailer there. Horses can't cause any funny business, and you'll notice that there's a plastic buffer between any metal to metal contact. That's going to help prevent a lot of the rattle and noise. You'll notice that Cimarron does a lot of things to minimize the noise on their trailers, because a quiet ride for a horse is a more comfortable ride. You'll also notice all these greaser hinges, all your manger doors, your rear doors, your tack doors, your drop-down windows. If you buy a Cimarron, invest in a grease gun, and you're going to have really well-working hinges for years and years to come. A couple times a year, you're going to want to hit those grease zerks, get some nice clean grease in there, and it's going to keep it well lubricated. That is one of the best features on a Cimarron. There's a lot of amazing features, but that's one of my favorites for maintenance, is that you can actually maintain these hinges and keep them nice and well lubricated for years and years to come. Once again, you'll look at those nice big 17.5 Continentals with those Alcoa wheels. There's actually a warranty through Lion's Head on these wheels and tires, so it's a 1 year no questions asked, 2 years of roadside assistance, and 5 years against manufacturer defects. With tires like that, you want a good warranty behind them. The Cimarron itself has an 8-year structural and 3-year hitch to bumper for any Cimarron manufactured parts. Right back here, we've got a broom closet. This is something that a lot of people do. If they do have mangers, they'll carry that line kind of down into that last stall. This would be dead space, otherwise unused in that last stall. So this is a great place to have some hooks, carpeting behind. A lot of people will use this for buckets, halters, lead ropes, pitchforks. This is a great storage area back here. Highly recommend if you're going to build one. Right back here is a later addition on this trailer. They decided they wanted a rear ramp as this trailer was getting close to finishing. So since it was at Cimarron, it was the perfect time to do it. It's a spring-loaded ramp. It's got this nice rubber texture to it, so it's kind of a non-slip surface, especially if you're backing horses on and off this ramp during the winter time when there's a lot of snow. Having this rubber tread is a great option. It's going to be a lot less slick than some of the harder plastic ramps that we have seen previously. Got a big single door here with a nice big window. Kick mats all the way around on these Cimarrons. It is standard to have kick mats on all interior walls of the stall area on a Norstar model. It's also standard to have line and insulate above that. So these stall areas are going to stay a lot cooler during the summertime and a lot warmer during the winter. The Cimarrons come standard, every single one, with this insulated FiberTech roof. I said I like the grease zerks. This is actually my favorite feature on a Cimarron. We get hailstorms all the time here in Colorado. It is an unfortunate fact of life. Not everybody has a storage facility for their trailers, and it's not always practical to find a storage facility when you're in the middle of one. So the best thing about a Cimarron is that this roof is very dent resistant. I could jump up and down on this roof if I wanted to. 3 grown men put this roof on. It's all one seamless sheet. And we have recorded up to baseball size hail hitting this roof without any damage. Now, it all depends on how fast the hail comes down, how hard it is, but that's pretty impressive if you ask me. I had my house get a ton of damage last year on it. We had to replace a lot of things, but my Cimarron was sitting outside. I don't have a storage facility for it inside, and it weathered the storm amazingly. Now every now and again we get some dings on the outside, but Cimarron uses a thicker aluminum sheet, so it's an 050 aluminum, which helps prevent a lot of those dings that we see on these smaller storms. Now you'll notice we've got kind of an interesting divider setup on this one. We've got a full divider with extended bars on 2 stalls. We've got partial dividers with solid on the rest of them. and the mangers are all solid as well. Now this was just a customer request to kind of know how they like them set up. If they want to, they could take out a center divider over there. They could have a box stall. If they want to haul some studs, they've got that kind of flexibility. All the dividers, including the partition wall, are padded. And Cimarron now does these nice riveted pads on here. I think it looks really clean, but also it holds up better than their other fastener options previously. All the dividers spring loaded, so you'll notice these are kind of hanging back against the side of the wall here. Makes it really easy when you're loading horses in and out. You don't have to fight dividers the whole time. If you're at somewhat of an angle like we are here, they might tilt in towards you, especially some of the heavier dividers like these full with extended bars. But not having to fight them the whole time is really an improvement, because sometimes you've got a horse in here, it's already a dangerous situation. Somebody that's nervous, you don't want to have to worry about holding dividers against the wall or clipping them in back as you go if you're in that situation. So having that spring-loaded divider is a really great option. You'll notice how easy it was for me to open these dividers. They are spring-loaded, but the handles are supposed to be one-handed operation. So all you do is there's kind of a little spring feedback on that one as well. Just a paddle latch. They latch nice and securely against the wall. And once again, we're buffering our metal-to-metal contact, so it's going to stay nice and quiet for these horses in here. Because we are 7'6" wide, we've got the wheel wells down low. They're tapered. They're kick matted as well. It's just something that happens when you bring the walls of the trailer out. You're going to get some wheel wells on the inside. Since we're already kind of looking down here, we've got this nice worm flooring. This is a black worm flooring. It's what's standard on a Cimarron trailer, but you can always upgrade to different colors if you want. Black is by far the most popular option because it's a little less expensive, and generally you're going to put some shavings down on it anyways. But one of the reasons I love it when people do worm floor straight from the factory is that no matter their good intentions, people are not always great about cleaning out their trailers. If you let urine sit on an aluminum floor, even though it's 4-inch centers with a V-truss every other, so it's the strongest aluminum floor on the market, it's still going to pit and corrode. Now you're a little safer on a Cimarron because your horse is always standing on a center support based on those 4-inch centers and the size of a hoof. However, if you know you're not going to be interested in the maintenance, or you just don't like the thought of having to haul heavy-duty mats out of here several times a year and clean this thing out, the worm flooring is your option. It is a permanent floor. It does not drain, so it's completely sealed. It's going to protect that aluminum floor. You can do it right from the get-go. Best time to ever do it. If you want to add it after the fact, or we've got a used trailer in here that you want worm flooring, you can always add it. It's just a little bit more expensive. So something we see on a lot of our custom trailers. So you look up here, we've got some nice little bolster pads up high. That's so if a horse is backing up, sometimes they'll fling their heads up kind of at that last step, and this is going to help kind of cushion them if they do. They might make some bad decisions, but we want to help protect those noggins on those horses. The rear lights here now come standard with backup lights in them. So you've got backup lights all the way around, 2 8-inch awning lights that you can flip on. Just a really great setup on this one. So as we work our way around here, you'll notice once again, we've got nice big awning lights on this side as well. Up high, they're 2 16-inch awning lights. We've got one kind of centered over where your horses would stand if you were to tie them up, and then 2 over the tack room and front dressing room door there. Tie rings on the exterior, both sides. You can get those horses tied up and saddled. Now this one has a mid-tack. We don't see a lot of mid-tacks anymore. This customer has a mid-tack, loves their mid-tack. So you can see we've obviously got one on this one as well. I love the amount of storage on this. We not only have a swing out saddle rack right here that we could add an additional saddle tier to, but you've also got this recessed post in the back that you could add some more saddle tiers to as well. Now 6 horses, 6 saddles, but they can always kind of change it up if they want to. All the walls in here are lined and carpeted, so it's going to be a nice clean environment, nice and quiet for the horses on the other side if you've got anything rubbing up against it. And then you've got the bridle hooks in here on both walls here, so you can kind of have a little bit of flexibility with where you hang everything. This door is carpeted, and it's got a swing out 6-tier blanket bar on this one with a brush tray underneath. All of these doors have these combo locks on them, so if they have a lot of people accessing this trailer, they can give out that combo lock to those certain people that they trust, and they don't have to worry about dispensing and losing a lot of keys. You'll notice all of my doors have these nice fold down steps. You guys saw the running board on that this trailer as we were working our way over. It's nice and narrow, very easy to slip on. Fold down steps are a great option. We do them on almost every single trailer that comes in. We're big fans. Cuts the distance in half, gives you more square footage to stand on. We like these options. This front dressing room is a very nice little size here. You've got the carpeted gooseneck wall and deck, carpeted floor, carpeted boot box, carpeted wall with some hooks over here. Up in the nose there, we've got a nice big Optibright light. Got a little crank up vent, so if you want to get some airflow going, they can. Nice big clothes bar over here. And then down below, we've got this huge 18-inch boot box for lots of storage, great place to sit down. This is just a nice little setup front dressing room. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, this is a custom built trailer. This is not one that you can have. However, you can build one just like it if you want. I would recommend calling in and referencing this stock number. It'll help us pull it up really quickly. It's 5N240069. We can requote this trailer based on model year pricing, make any changes to it that you want, and you can have a custom built trailer just like this one. If you guys have any questions, I'd be so happy to answer them. My name is Callie Say. My phone number is 970-309-6368. You can call or text at that number. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope everybody has a really great Friday.